Not say in his opposition. Pani patriku kanganisa. We are now tunya respect, which is not even due to them. To know our elected, then we put them into power. In other ways, we give them mandate, but after all, we submit to them. I don't know what type of mentality Piatina is people. I think we need to decolonize our minds in that respect for us to move forward as a country. There's a lot that is happening in our country, politically, legally, and but the laxity in the society is so alarming. Then we have begin to ask ourselves to say that, are we still alive to what is happening? Or we are also, in other ways, concurring nezvikuitika. Because imwe silence inogona kureva kuti tiri kubvumira nezvikuitika. Because vakatasa vakomana ava veZanu Pf ava wandiri against ivavava, I think they are holding the whole country hostage in terms of what they are doing. And vari kutotesta maoters, pavanoita zvinhu zvavo vanenge vachitotesta maoters. Voona kuti chinhu Cape 3 ikabudirira, unonzwa apaitika nguva tione Cape 3 yacho tirarame mukati mayo, vanenge vakutoya neCape 4. Pavanoita Cape 4 painongopera, we are going to live in Cape 4 yacho imomo, they will eventually going to kutanga futi Cape 5. And this thing zvaitika is now a vicious cycle. And as people, what are we doing? Izvozvi they are very busy kutotaura nezveCape 4. Cape 3 yacho haisati atomboona kunaka kwayo, asati yatomboitwa aligned nemutemo yedu. right? Vatotanga futi cable 4 sematangira kaita cable 3 ED 2030 yakatanga ED 2030 ED 2030 tikangoti kaslogan kekumasero tikangoti akaslogan kekuZanu PF yezu kato parliament yezu yato bill amendment number 3 yezu yato tatu amenda we are bitwa the same strategy pazikutanga tikubaziwa. What are we doing as people? So the laxity yatinayo ka inotyisa. I don't know hangu kuti chiri kunetsa chi vamonzora vanotora zvinhu zvinonzwika zvinobatika, ukadaidza skala anotora zvinonzwika zvinobatika, modaidza biti zvinonzwika. But why people are deciding to fight this monster in their minute groups, in their splinter groups? Wotudza kuti kuZimbabwe kune democracy. And ukada kubvunza munhu ari panapa anotora kuti no, it's democracy. Is there democracy in our country? Ingava nyika here kuti izvozvizvi minister Chombo wanomuti chi provincial minister weMarch East weMarch West anodaidza masoja odaidza mapurisa otanga kuerenga speech yekutyidzira vana veZimbabwe. Honestly, are we going to be lectured our rights by someone called minister? And especially ari Chombo zvake mukadzi uya. Honestly, mapurisa edu akagara apa, masoja edu ndeyenyika akagara apa. But panotwa peddled a political narrative yeZanu PF ne-spokesperson wavo anenge ari Chombo by that time. Pane zvimwe zvatiri kubvuma ona Zimbabwe isingaiti. And pane zvimwe zvatiri kuramba tisafa nekuramba another tag yatinopiwa neZanu PF as long we are resisting zvinhu zvisiri pamutemo. ZANU PF inotidhonzera kuti isu tikuputura mutemo, but iwo vanenge vachitora mutemo. And I want to make it kuti vanhu veZimbabwe tofanira kuziva kuti hakuzi kutyora mutemo kuprotesta. And we must not be even afraid kuzvitaura. But tine vanhu vanotya kutaura kuti nyaya yeprotest munyika medu. Even here panapa they decide kuda kutenga njenga. Protest hairambidzwi muZimbabwe. Demonstration hairambidzwi muZimbabwe. And hatibvumidzwi neZANU PF kuita protest. Tinobvumidzwa neconstitution. But we must resist every force and especially mentality yevanhu vanouya panapa vachida kutichikidzira kuita sekuti munhu akataura nezveprotest yatova mhosva. So there are things that we are supposed to resist. Hazvida kuti chinhu chese even chikanzi chagadzirwa chamutemo zvinoda kuti mutemo wachiroka unenge uri that welcome to our Zimbabwe. So zvimwe zvinhu zvatiri kuita panapa ticharamba tichidebata. Now we need to resist this. There's issue at 20 July 31. I think I was reading through today in the press, what you call it? My churches, they're endorsing that, which is a positive move. Whether I take it, but we need such voice to one. Institutions like my churches, my civic organizations, those they are very important institutions in terms of our democracy. But tine vanhu vari pano futi vanofunga kuti tikataura nezveprotest ningi ngaabatwe apondwe aiswe musagi ashayikwe, then what? Vana veZimbabwe vanofanira kuziva kuti protest hairambidzwi. And that's the only two yatina yese vana veZimbabwe yekuresista ZANU PF is through my protest. So far ndo yatinayo. And we are not going to be captured tikaita protest. We need to resist. I think ZANU PF inotozviziva. I was reading through statement that Chombo racho ari kuadmita kuti zveshuwa vana veZimbabwe vane rights to protest. Ozoti however or notwithstanding. So it shows kuti tinofanira kuramba takatsika pamarights edu. We have been oppressed for long and now it's time yekuti tichirambe kuti zvachaiti. Honestly, our silence ichaita kuti kuye cable 3, cable 4. Our silence kuchaya cable 5. And the context of cable 4 and cable 5 inenge ape kutoti kutoprotesta kwacho kucharambidzwa futi. Because they can easily going to amend that clause. As long as that clause ichiko, what are we doing? Nothing. They shall watch us up point kuti vachabvisa that clause ye protest ye right to protest. So I don't think hedu tikaramba takavanyarira varume ava kawo kwatiri kuenda kwakaoma. Thank you very much co-host.
Yeah, that's a good message.
Zora did it. Hey, we've diagnosed and agreed with you. At what point will you participate in what now needs to be done to fix it? I understand if Komba was going to different people because different people need to know. That would make perfect sense. No worries at all. A crusade. Today, I'm telling those people over there because they don't know. Tomorrow, I understand. This is one group. Hapana new different people here. It's the same people who you were telling last year. It's the same people who you were telling yesterday, last week. You are abusive. You have become abusive. And if they've never told you in your Zimbabwean politics, elsewhere in the world, you are abusing us now. And you made me my host and co-host now. Just because you are in awe that he was a mayor before, he is abusive. And you are giving him the space to... Can you not see what we are trying to do? So, co-host and co-host, you don't know that Zimbabweans know what Komba is talking about. This audience, you think we don't know. So we are going to solve their political problems every day. Our lives must stand still, constantly being told there are personal political problems. Zimbabwean people are the ones who lost the greatest out of their shenanigans. Zimbabwean people lost their institutions they built with their money. Whilst these people were fighting. Whilst these people couldn't get along. Money that they were working for. And he keeps coming here to cry. It's not their positions that they lost. People lost their constituencies, representatives of choice. Whilst they were busy giving each other positions, the more he speaks, I'm sad that he ever was a mayor of a capital city. That a political party saw fit to put this man called Deputy Komba to actually be a mayor of a capital city of a country with this mentality. You become fixated. You can't move on. This is how you run Harare. Ukabane one issue, you don't move on. Solution, you don't give us. We have to be subjected to that. We don't care about your political party problems. We want to move on and do better. Can you participate with citizens to do better or fuck off? You can't hold us hostage every day. Have you got a script Kwawakagara where you have to read us this stupidity every day? Scotty? Nah, no deal. I heard you, Anodiwa say, I wish that Anagamba, if he has got time, he could join us. Join us to do what? Can you tell Katsande's response that he's fed up? He's polite because he's a Zimbabwean man with Tsika and Dina. Katsande is short of just telling him to fuck off. You were there when the things were breaking down. For years and years, he was there, Gomba. When he had the mayor's gabu, he didn't complain. He did not complain. This dictatorship that he keeps talking about was fine when it was affording him positions. Even during his time, Harare had shit in his street. Marara, water problems. Just because Aviswa now, Anesimba rekuti uta ma problems. We are sick and tired. Can he allow Zimbabweans without them constantly? Can you see how we lose track? Tikabavumira. He wants the elimination of other politicians. But he now, akati garira popo every day with his problems. Komba, you are correct in what you are saying. There's nothing Zimbabweans disagree with you about. But what you cannot do, same audience, same people, same story, daily, and you refuse to join them in other discussions? No. Our politicians must be able to join citizens, to further citizens' discussions, not to listen to you. These were my from 1980 till now. You're still doing it. How what Zimbabweans are saying. Amuti garise rally after rally kutiterere imim. What have you listened to us? Which conversation that has been started by us have you furthered? You just sit back corner like a peeping Tom waiting for an opportunity. Kuti iwewe utaurezwa unoda. Anodi wa in Scotty. Some of us didn't live in Zimbabwe for too long. Did you conscientize on this foolishness? Kuti tirambe takashinga being abused, being subjected to mental torture. Thanks, Katande, you tried in your diplomatic manner. But save us.
Yeah, no, that was Matsika.
Matsika, sorry. I
Yeah.
keep saying Katande. You tried.
Anyway.
You're being diplomatic. But abanzwisise banu ava. They've never been diplomatic themselves.
No, it's okay.
We're sick and tired. He's abusing us. He doesn't move on in a discussion. He doesn't add anything to the debate. He doesn't listen to others. Kuti one day womunzwa achitora idea that he had from somebody, achi progress, nothing. Ngoma ndiyo yake yonorira yake.
Yeah,
chimuise bandage.
I think my discussions are not shaped the way a person or
have you seen him borrow his opinion to any other discussion? You as the co-host, which discussion have you heard him share an opinion for?
Let him respond to you.
Hunting Diwe who was saying, I wish you could come back when he has left because you could tell that somebody is fed up.
You know what? I didn't want to muzzle him.
You are still in awe of power, you two. Mukawona a previous wearer of garb of Zimbabwe. You get in awe. And that's what we want to get rid of. And citizens of Zimbabwe keep telling you. We are sick and tired of this authority that you keep pumping onto these people who destroyed us. And when you give them this opportunity, they don't treat that time properly. Because how will you learn withdrawal of consent if you are just voluntarily just giving it to useless people? He was the mayor of Zimbabwe, of Harare. We moved on.
Yeah, can I hear something from you, Masi?
Can we move on?
You have given him instruction, direction, rebuked him, and told him how you need to refocus and so on and so forth.
No, he must join.
Yeah, but do you want him to confirm understanding?
I don't. I'm telling him. That's the thing. Join discussions that are happening. My topics are for fun. Engage in what is Zimbabwe. Unoenda ku meeting inoti tiri kutaura nezve izvi.
So
have a respect that. When will you teach your leaders to respect Dare?
Gomba chose to be a listener and he chose to leave. So we may probably leave this discussion.
No, he is listening. The reason he's going there is because because every time they wear these uniforms that prevent Zimbabweans telling them the truth. And he's not comfortable with that. He's not comfortable.
He has been told
no,
several times.
I'm talking to him because I know he's there.
You want him to come?
No, I don't. I know he's listening.
Yeah, but I'm saying we need to move on, Bella. We can't be stuck with him.
You didn't want to move on. You kept inviting him.
I didn't want,
What
now
to
I
move
want.
on now because I've said no.
I didn't want, now I want.
You were inviting him to come and waste our time again.
Yes, but now I want.
Oh. Zimbabwean people keep telling you, let's forget these politicians and move on. Let's forget these politicians.
I'm not in 10 minutes ago.
Every day, same shit. I move on. Now, we are disagreeing with him. We agree with him, with what he says. But he can't hold us hostage.
We heard that message. He heard the message.
You don't know, you are not him. No. When he repeats and repeats the same thing, why does he do that? So I'm showing him how annoying it is. He's been repeating the same thing.
How many more minutes do you want to tell him?
I can tell him for 10 minutes. Have you got a problem with that?
I don't have.
Yes, so what are you complaining about? You didn't complain when he was wasting our time here.
I'm not complaining. I've given you
are very good at directing citizens. When you've got people who are in leadership, you don't have this control. Makasimbira citizens. Why don't you have this type of power when it is these people who have been in power before? Suddenly you are controlling the space. At each subject to mental torture, where were you? Zimbabweans have to always protest. Could never protect you. Leaders can just run roughshod over us.
Yeah, but
we want to see them being done when they are these leaders.
We don't want
in our midst.
to abuse people.
Because I've never. Would you be telling me that? You couldn't Simbira to tell him that. You've said this Gomba before. You couldn't tell him that.
What did I not tell him? What did I not tell him?
You didn't tell him nothing. When he left, you were inviting him to come back.
Yeah, because I wanted to tell him.
Tell him what?
To tell him the message, how you should depart from that past.
No, you didn't tell him that. You had a long message.
I shared my message.
None of that message involved that. None of that. If you wanted to tell him that in your long message before I spoke, why didn't you say that?
Can we move on then?
But my politicians,
can we move on? Okay, I'll leave Dr. Nyati, then Keystone.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Coast. Yeah, that's okay. I was just maybe listening to the previous submission, Senator Monzora, and I think, my brother, se-opposition yedu pane patiri kuda kuti paisei oro semazimbabwe